I'm here at Glasgow Green, looking to find some lockdown protesters. Supposedly a nationwide lockdown protest today. Bit of controversy about it. It was subscribed to a group called the UK Freedom Party, started by a guy called Richard Inman, who's like a big, I don't know what you call him, British nationalist, Tommy Robinson supporter type guy. A lot of people were saying that this is like a new version of Britain First, but when you go on the social media profiles of UK Freedom Movement, you don't find any evidence whatsoever that they're actually promoting this. I even went into one of their groups and yeah, there was nothing shared about these events from them. So either it's they're trying to keep it quiet, or I don't know. I'm seeing some people gathered up here, and I'm seeing quite a big police presence. So with any luck, we can go talk to some protesters. Let's go. There is actually a protest. There is actually a gathering, and it's quite a low-key affair. I'm going to try and get talking to some people and see what the motivation is here, and see what the opinions are.
The government are bullshitting us. Government are the ones that create wars, block innocent children, families, dive into countries, blow them up, and we've got to believe these folk, and all the numbers are pumping it. What a shite. It's just, all this lockdown is just causing folk to go insane basically. There's a rise in suicides, there's folk getting beaten up in the house because they can't get out. We need to be in people, we need human contact. Folk dying in natural causes, it's all old folk that's dying, and they're just blaming it on COVID.
So I take it you've watched The Plandemic?
I've not watched that, no.
Oh no, you've not watched it? No. Are you familiar with Judy Mikovits at all, or Judy Mikovits, the woman who was interviewed in it? Are you familiar with her?
No, I've watched a thing called Vaxxed, right? It's about all the vaccines in there. It's basically when they inject a vein with a vaccine, 2 days later it's like the vein just moves on. And you think, and they're even paying out like billions of pounds in compensation for folk that's been injured with vaccines. So there again, it's like Bill Gates is trying to get us all vaccinated. He doesn't even vaccinate his own wins. So you're going to take a vaccine off a guy that doesn't vaccinate his own wins? That already starts the alarm bells off.
No 5G, no vaccine, no ID chip. Contentious. Would you describe yourself as an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah, I think I would now, with the research I've been doing recently. Yeah. This vaccine that they're supposed to be rolling out for the COVID or whatever is sinister because of what's in it. And when you look at what's in vaccines, they use aborted fetal tissue, formaldehyde, aluminium, and things like mercury. And I just don't understand how that can be beneficial for someone.
Do you think there's this whole thing is part of a grand plan, and if so, what's the goal? Martial law.
Martial law. Look, do research into martial law. Martial law is so that these guys think that they've got power over us, and they tell you stay in the house, do this, do that. You can't do it. They're taking away your freedom of speech. They're taking all our rights away from us.
Personally, I wouldn't call it lockdown because you choose to believe what you perceive, don't you? It's no lockdown for me. I'm as free as a bird. In Scotland, we don't take shit from anybody, by the way. In Scotland, this is Glasgow.
I've been locked up in my house for 8 weeks. I've seen the destruction going on in my community and every community across the world. These lockdowns are not about our health. These lockdowns are about taking away our rights. And all the other people that are not here, there's maybe 40 or 50 people of Glasgow here. Seriously, and do you know what? 20 or 30 of them are press. 20 of them are press. And then there's the officers as well. Do you know what I mean? Something's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Time to wake up. Experts lied. People died. Experts lied. People died. I'm a scientist as well. I can fucking read the internet. Excuse my voice. I can fucking read the internet. Let me tell you something just now. There is a cure. It's called hydroxychloroquine. It also acts as a prophylactic. It's a fucking vaccine. Now, do you know what it is? What hydroxychloroquine comes from? Quinine. Do you know what has quinine in it? Scotland. Listen to me! Listen to me, Scotland! Iron Brew has quinine in it! Remember in October, AG Bar released 1901 limited edition of Iron Brew. Check it out, it's got quinine in it. Do you know what else also has quinine in it? They've just brought Magnum into Glasgow because the monks got taken out by the Jamaicans. Magnum has quinine in it. Fact. It's used in Africa. Everywhere in Africa where they get malaria, no one is getting COVID-19 because they're all on hydroxychloroquine. Funny that. Funny that.
Would you just exercise, please, like the rest of us? Stop shouting.
Yes, I am exercising.
Don't need to shout.
Exercising my voice,
You're the
sir.
only person that's shouting.
Sorry. Just thought I'd have to say that.
I can't see my grandkids because of this rubbish. I have had enough. Murdering old people. Murdering old people. Destroying the lives of our children. Our children's mental health. Destroying them. Children need to interact. It's all part of development. Destroying their minds.
What happened to Wade's picking worms out the mud and then going getting a piece of jam and eating it with foot washing their hands? Because they've got an immune system that fights off any of this stuff. Yes! Immune systems with Scotland!
This is amazing. I love this. I absolutely love this.
Vaccinate the media! Vaccinate the media! Vaccinate the media!
Starting to rain here. That might be the government weather machine that's making it rain. It might be the HARP project.
We don't trust anybody in a costume! We don't care if it's a white costume or a yellow!
As you would expect, there are some people here who do have what people would call conspiracy theory kind of bias. I had a flat earth conversation just a minute ago. But that doesn't discredit the fact that people's lives are changing in a serious way. I think it's wrong to just flatly discredit these people. I think conversations need to keep happening. I want to try and talk to somebody who is for the lockdown though, to get a bit of balance, so let's try and do that.
A lot of talk about 5G mind control. There's been a lot of talk about microchips in the brain. A lot of calls to do your research. I don't believe there's any technical issues with 5G. I have done a lot of research on 5G. I used to work in technology and I've written appraisals which have included 5G. I was working within the European Commission. That's exactly where I would expect to find health concerns about 5G. I didn't find any. I'm pretty much in the position of the official advice, the government advice is correct. I do think that the lockdown is necessary. I think that this could potentially cause a danger. I have been concerned about my own exposure to a potential virus. But a lot of where people are coming from, I think it's a very genuine place. I think emotionally people are really they're finding the lockdown very difficult to deal with emotionally. There's people who haven't seen members of their family, children and grandchildren, for example. And they really do feel that they're having their life taken away from them.
I have mental health problems. I'm not taking that shit anymore. I'm mad as hell, and I'm going to let you know. Mad as hell.
There's been a lot of criticisms of the protest today, and one of the criticisms is that this was organised by the far right or people with connections
See
to
all
Britain
that,
First.
that's just nonsense. Whether you're right, left, white, black, Protestant, nobody cares. We all love each other as people of Glasgow. We stand together.
We're all humans, right? We're all the same. It doesn't matter the colour of the skin you've got or the shape of your eyes or nothing. We're all humans, we all bleed the same, we breathe the same air, right? I look at every day, we're all brothers and sisters, right? No race, but all the government and all that create all these, they make us have race hate, right? They plant a wee seed and cause tons of fighting amongst the people. They divide and conquer, just like they're doing with this pandemic, you know. Keep everybody in their house, separate you up for your families, divide you all. That's what they're doing.
The people here are generally just nice people with genuine concerns, but I don't think. I think a lot of people they're doing a lot of, they're watching a YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video, and it's a confirmation bias.
If there was new evidence to come out that countered the stuff that you've learned, would you change your position?
I don't know. I don't trust the mainstream. I don't trust what the so-called authorities tell us now. You know, I think they're all working for the same agenda.
Being someone who's a journalist yourself, do you think there's a big problem with misinformation? And if so, how do you think it should be dealt with?
It is becoming quite a big problem. It rests in an area of freedom of speech, and I think one of the problems that we've had recently is the media landscape has been very closed echo chamber, very linear. The mainstream media's got a very linear control. It's all about authority figures and the authority source. Those in turn have vested interest.
There's been talks about the kind of things that you're talking about, the kind of research you've been doing, possibly some of the things you've been watching online being cracked down on in the name of public safety. Do you feel like your beliefs are under attack in a way?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I think it's really scary.
It's very obvious to me you do not trust anything that comes out of the government or mainstream media or academia, mainstream academia. Where do you think, in your opinion, people should go for their info?
For information? Yeah. Basically, do some research yourself and talk to friends and family, folk that you can trust, folk that you know that's real information coming from, folk that's telling the truth. And you do the research and there's tons of facts and evidence there. Don't just take somebody's word for it, do the research yourself.
We need to have a media landscape that is plural, it involves all of us, and I know we'll have people who want to shout louder and will spout unverified complete nonsense at times, but the fact is that won't stand where it's being challenged properly, and there's the structure to the argument.
Bill Gates is the son of the fucking devil. Don't care what anyone says. You got to arrest me for that.
The protest is winding down now a little bit, and I'm going to go up the road because this is the time when police normally start making their arrests when people leave. It was not what I expected. I talked to some people whose views I certainly don't share. They don't trust the government, they do not trust the media. They feel like they've been lied to. They feel like their lives have been needlessly disrupted. And I have a lot of sympathy for that view, because my own personal view is, while I think that the virus is real, well, I think it's worth taking seriously, I don't agree with the lockdown continuing in the way that it is right now. I think it's needlessly inconveniencing people. I think that isolating the healthy really doesn't make a lot of sense. If you look at the way that countries like Sweden have handled it, South Korea as well, there's good precedent for that. A lot of these people back there have been very discredited, and they feel like their views are being marginalised because they kind of are. There's a lot of want to write these people off as either lunatics or people who are on the far right and they're motivated by some kind of malice, or that they've been brainwashed by malicious right-wing media. But as I found out today, the group that I said at the start of the video, UK Freedom Movement, put out a statement apparently saying that they had no involvement with these protests whatsoever. So if you're a person who said that Britain First was behind this, congratulations, you shared a conspiracy theory. So yeah, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. I think that there's just ridiculous hyperbole. It's like, oh, these people are killing people, and if you go to one of these things, you should be charged with attempted murder. That's ludicrous. That's just as ludicrous as some of the things that I heard back there regarding fucking the earth being flat and shit. That's me just writing off people for their views, isn't it? So I shouldn't really do that shit either. Talk to each other, engage in conversations, don't write each other off. We're all in this shit together. Alright, Mackenzie out, peace.